Okay.
Okay, this is chapter 2 and probably our last chapter for this arc of Blood Moon. Today with me, go ahead and introduce yourself and just tell who you're playing, and then we'll get started.
This is Slip. I'm playing the Baroness Amelie Rocher, who is a blood hunter.
And this is Rogue. I'm playing Dr. Rene Dubois, who is a psychiatrist and vampire hunter.
My character is Michel Guillard, a Bloodsman, a member of the Order of the Rose, a religious group determined to destroy creatures of the night.
Alright, let me get you over to the map that we were on. Okay. I'll give a little recap. Sent out in the Blood Moon to deliver his wife to his other estate was... Oh my gosh, what was the guy's name? Let's see.
Leon Wa.
Leon Wa. He sent his wife to the estate with her niece Michelle, and why he was doing this through the Blood Moon was for her protection, supposedly, as he was threatened with their harm if he did not get them away as soon as possible, so he did. He sent one guard with you, unknown to the time. This is Remy Lebeau, who is a famous bloodsman, but maybe you don't know him, but he is. And in the middle of this, he attempts to kill the wife, and that would be Celine. And in doing so, he attempted to do this because he believed her to be a vampire. This attack was unsuccessful. The cart was tipped over as the driver was trying to go too fast, and it wrecked. And as he was trying to murder the wife, our Bloodsman heroes stopped him from doing so, and she fled into the night. Still early in the night, but darkness has overtaken the skies, clearly, with a blood moon high in the air. That's where we start out in this aftermath of her fleeing, and the now 5 of you sitting around or standing around the wrecked wagon, deciding what you're going to do. And I will let you guys get started and tell me what you want to do, and start with some roleplay.
For a while, Amelie is calling into the darkness for Celine. Celine, come back. It is safe now. If you stay away, you will die. But
There-
to no avail.
Oh, stop that shouting. We do not need every vampire in the area converging on us.
They know where we are. The creatures are territorial. And so the ones that are here know we are here. They knew we would be here.
The doctor is reloading his weapon with the nice bullet attachments on his crossbow, and he's taken a much stronger interest in the child now. She was wearing a mask, I think.
Yeah, like an Anubis mask.
Correct. I can flip it over for you. It's kind of mostly thrown off her face as she's outside of the carriage now, standing there. She has a small laceration on her forehead, and she appears to be no worse for wear otherwise. She was mute, if you remember, so she doesn't speak or say anything. She's just kind of holding her head and frowning.
The doctor would go over to her and maybe remove the mask to check the wound. And he seems, very worried about her too. And he wants to show that on his face as well when he asks her, "Are you all right?"
She nods, just wiping away the blood onto her pant leg, her skirt.
Uh, can he try to get a read on her emotionally if she's like freaked out or?
Yeah, it would be probably a desperate roll with her being mute and you not knowing her at all and everything.
Okay. Yeah, and he'll try to ask her a few, questions. Pretty much just if she's okay, and why would she leave you like this? Run off into the woods.
She simply shrugs.
As the doctor is questioning the young Michel, Michel goes over to Remy and looks at the wound to his knee. And, are you okay? Do you know of anything we can do? I do not have any medical training, but I will help as I can.
He puts some weight on it and nods. It is fine, and he rips off his sleeve and just ties it around the upper knee area, lower quad area, and slings his warhammer back onto a kind of like a hook almost, kind of like it's on his belt and it's partially a hook, but there's a snap on it that snaps it in place on a ring on the handle, and he looks around and just shakes his head. We must get out of here. We are sitting ducks, are we not? And
Okay.
yeah, Remy. Sorry, Remy.
Yeah.
You don't get anything from her really.
Yeah.
We are 5 hours away from any sort of safety. The dawn will be here much sooner than that. I think that we are safer to fortify this site, build some fires, and wait it out, rather than trot through the darkness and be a target for all those things lurking inside the forest. They will be able to see us, and we will not be able to see them.
Renee will look over at the horse. The horse was lame, or is it
There's
dying?
one horse remaining. One was stolen by the driver.
He thinks for a moment about these vampires as he looks at the horse. He says, this could attract them, no?
They know we are here. They requested that this is what we do. They have been watching us this whole time. It is certain. She picks up the nets from Renee's nets and kind of bundles them up. We should reload and find wood for fire.
Yeah, there's all kinds of trees that you could use for a fire if you so wished.
Well, Amelie starts to collect firewood.
Michel will allow her to collect firewood and will, with his pistol, kind of pull a guard, seeing if anyone tries to pull up. And I believe Miss Emily is correct that we should guard this site and then move out in the morning. Was this Leon the target after all, not us?
She is a vampire. She will be the one coming back for us. It is why I came here, to end her.
There is no proof of this. All we know is that your mind was under some strange influence. You might have thought many things. It could be, well, it could be many things.
My mind was clear until the carriage.
Oh, well, then something was controlling it. If it was Celine, then why would she have you attack her? This makes no sense.
It was after. We should kill the child.
Perhaps. She says this very matter-of-factly as she continues to build the firewood, but I would not say that so loud.
Did the child hear that?
You get no indication that she did. She's kind of over here pouting a bit. She has a stick and she's like rubbing it in the dirt, just kind of boredly fidgeting.
I think that the doctor is going to tend to her and try to keep her busy, maybe. Just like, light conversation or something. Asking her questions. Probably the things that he already knows the answers to. Was that your mother? Is your mother still alive?
That was her aunt, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's her aunt. She shakes her head at both questions. And she starts kind of, after a while, just writing it in the dirt. No, yes. Simple answers.
He just keeps her busy for a little while they talk about it. Because he probably overheard it.
Yeah. As Amelie is picking firewood and Michel is guarding the way, Remy does kind of make his way over there, and he looks to the doctor and says, "Would you give me a while with the child?" And he kind of taps his warhammer handle on his hip.
No, sir, I will not. And he stands up and just faces him, and he looks at the warhammer, though. He says, "If that is your plan."
Yes, it is we. You have a different plan? To talk her to death, perhaps?
He kind of leans in towards the man, trying to be intimidating as much as possible, but he's probably not very good at that. And he says, "We have no proof of this. I will not allow you to do this."
Calm down, Remy. It might be you after all. You might be possessed by a vampire.
I would
It
know.
would explain something. You would not know. She just scoffs.
He looks over to her, pretty surprised actually, and he says, "You agree with him?"
I agree that the vampire is not Michel or you or myself, but everyone else is suspect.
Well,
And-
I do not think that we should just end someone's life on a whim.
You will not make a very good bloodsman, I think. Is this your first time?
It is not, and I do know of my order can question Michelle if you are worried about her in ways that are not as gruesome or barbaric as yours. If you said this Celine is the target, then we get this young child to safety, and then when your knee is properly healed, we can go after her.
My
What
knee
do you
is
thought about
fine.
it?
Are you serious about your order? Everything I have heard about religious fanatics is that they are quite barbaric.
That is a gross exaggeration of what we are. Do not always believe what we hear. So we hear that you are a great bloodsman, and yet we subdued you quite easily. So I would not believe the fanaticism talk of our order.
He looks at you and just frowns very deeply.
As for myself, I have a reputation, and yeah, I will not take the risk of damaging it until I am a little more certain. And once she's got a fire going on this side, she'll start collecting wood and then bring embers over from the other fire to kind of put one on each side of the carriage.
You do that. And it takes a little bit, to get it going, but eventually you get two decent fires going on each side of the carriage. It probably takes an hour, all said and done. You don't hear anything. You hear in the distance like the howling of wolves, which is not unusual for any nighttime in these woods, but perhaps just a little bit more foreboding because of the night that it is. Remy backs off the girl and goes and just sits by one of the fires. He keeps his helmet on as like you would suspect and just grumbles to himself, not really making conversation with anyone else. Not sure if you have anything else you want to do at this point.
I'm just looking to ride the night out myself.
Yeah.
We were paid to protect the girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, mostly both of them, but yeah.
right. Yeah. I think the doctor would look over at the wagon, even though it's like overturned or whatever. Maybe it could perform some duties of protection. If
You could use it as a shield, most likely. Getting on one side and shooting over it. But it's very clear that the axles on two of the wheels are broken. It is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. I think the doctor would at least say, perhaps the girl should stay inside the wagon.
Perhaps, but also I would like to keep an eye on her. I think she should stay where we can see her.
Yeah, you could tip it back over to standing if you wanted.
This is a good idea.
Here, girl, stay by the fire here in between me and the wagon.
She shrugs and nods. And then she goes over to the dirt and writes in it, "What are you going to do about my aunt?"
She shrugs. I can't kill stupid girl. She ran into the forest on a blood moon. And she shrugs. Either she was a vampire or she was very, very foolish. In the morning, we can find out which.
She frowns. But doesn't...
Our first concern is getting you to safety, little girl. Then we will find your auntie.
That's what I said.
I said it in a way a child would understand.
I think she understood me.
Renee will look at the girl and say, do you think your aunt is a vampire?
She scoffs with her face and shakes her head.
And what about you? Are you a vampire?
She smiles and just nods, and then she makes some claw sort of motions towards you.
Dr. Renee, he smiles, and then he like looks over towards the Barons. But his look towards her is like turns to be like unimpressed.
The Baroness kind of smiles a little bit in his direction, holding her hands out toward the fire to keep her fingers warm in case of she's going to need them. And we should all keep an eye outward into the darkness and listen.
Yeah, not long after you say that, you hear it sounds like whistling coming from your right. I'm not sure what direction that would be technically, but coming down the path maybe.
What kind of whistling?
Uh,
Like whistling a tune or like an animal? Sort
No,
of
no, like a
weird
tune,
sound?
like a tune, yeah. It's maybe even something you know. It's like an old tune, old song.
This is how it begins. They will taunt us. Try to break our nerve.
And you just hear the scuffling of feet eventually, and you see this. Eventually, you see the person who's whistling. It's this old man with a long staff. He's leaning on it as he approaches.
Oh, it is just Thomas the Hound.
Michel points his flintlock at him and stop where you are. Who are you?
Well, I am Thomas. Thomas, yes, I'm Thomas. You're in a very precarious position, my friends.
What are you doing out here this night in the blood moon? Are you mad?
Oh, I could ask the same thing of you, could I not? And yes, I am a little mad.
Did you happen to see a woman out there?
A woman? I saw no woman, no. Was she
Right.
pretty?
She was.
Oh. Well, tell her to come to my hut then. I like pretty women. It has been a long time since I have seen one.
Where is your hut?
Oh, not so far. Not so far. You would do best to come with me if you wish to survive this night.
So the vampires, they just leave you alone, even though you are here in their forest.
Oh, they would not like to. They would like to skin my bones dry and suck all the blood from me, but I have a special trick or two.
Well, why don't you teach us these tricks?
Oh, they take quite a while to learn. It is not something I can snap my fingers and you will learn. But maybe, if you come back to my hut, I will show you. We are safe there. But there is a price, of course.
What is the price of seeing this marvelous hut?
Oh, it is not to see it, it is to stay there through the night, of course. But, well, perhaps not all the night. If you wish to be rid of these vampire, you must destroy them. I can tell you are very strong.
They will be weaker when it is not a blood moon.
Or they will not be there at all. This is when they go. To this location, I know. Huh?
So if we stay here, we will miss them. And they will not attack us because they are, what, so scared of us? does not seem compelling.
They would come here, no doubt, eventually. But then you can catch them by surprise, perhaps.
So you know where they are.
Oh, yes, I do.
Can you tell a vampire by looking at them?
Oh.
One of these.
Some I can. These for certain. They do not look like men. They look like beasts.
Do they look like beasts all the time?
These, yes, they do. But you know how it goes with Vampyre. You never know what their true skills are and what they can do. There are so many kinds. But I am no Bloodsman, so he shrugs.
Amelie just kind of shrugs back. I am not very good at waiting, but so I would leave it up to the others to what they would rather do. Trust some crazy hermit who says he can lead them to the vampires, or we stay here and wait.
Can Renee read this guy?
You can give me a read person, sure.
While he's reading the person, Michelle kind of looks up and down Thomas. He's like, well, I'm a man of action. I'd rather be the one attacking than wait to be attacked. No?
Yeah, 22 is pretty good. You think he believes what he's saying is true from his demeanor? He doesn't have any doesn't seem to be outwardly deceptive.
Renee had kind of stepped closer, I think, to get a better look on this guy, you know. And he looks over to the Baroness and nods. Perhaps we should follow him. Bad strength in numbers, yes.
She smiles wryly and kind of slaps her thigh and then springs up. Very well. Let us go then. If it is a mistake, well, I suspect we will not live to regret it, so there is no lose.
Do you think you could bring that horse meat with you? At least a shank? I am not often able to eat meat.
Amelie says you can get some if you wish.
Michelle will take the horse and kind of move it into the position and then go over to little Michelle. Would you like to ride the horse on the way to the hunt, little girl? Are you tired?
She shrugs and then nods. And she will, she goes over to the horse, and it doesn't have a saddle on it, so she gingerly gets up in it and kind of grabs the mane of the horse to steady herself and frowns.
Wait. Oh, that horse is still rideable?
Yeah, there's one that's still rideable. Only one died. He's talking. Thomas was talking.
No,
about
the guy took off on one.
Yeah, he took off on one, and there's one. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, you're correct. Thomas is talking about the live one, and he kind of frowns as she gets on and shrugs. Perhaps later then. I will have a meal.
If you help us in taking care of these vampires, I see no reason not to give you the horse.
He just nods. Oui. Let us go then.
Michelle, we help up Michelle onto the horse, and then Michelle, while Michelle's riding the horse, Michelle will pull the horse, lead the horse.
Michelle. Alright, give me a sec.
Baroness created these great fires for us.
Well, they lasted an hour or so.
Now there is a forest fire. Smokey the Bear
Yes,
is
this is
very
good.
upset.
Too much forest.
The vampires cannot haunt the forest if
Right.
there is no forest.
Right.
They just stand there like looking really naked and self-conscious.
You win the game, you burn them out.
A werebear shows up. Only you can prevent forest fires.
I did not know there was an owlbear in this setting. Let's see. There's a lot of you guys now. Alright, where is this girl? There she goes.
I can see both the interior and the hut.
Yeah.
I'll just zoom in until I can only see one.
There we go.
Gotcha. Anyway. Yeah, so you do it's about half an hour walk. Thomas makes small talk as you go. I really wish for more meat. I like the horse. And he kind of looks at it with hungry eyes, and you can see why. He's quite a thin man. His shoes are raggedy, torn apart, barely anything. You walk through. Can you guys give me a perception roll, actually? Michelle. Yeah, all of you actually see this. You're walking through this area, and there starts to be a small clearing in the trees, and you step past this thick white chalk that's on the ground, and at your location, there's something that comes to a point in that line and back towards the hut that you can see. You're not sure what it is. It keeps going. You can follow the lines, but you can't see past the hut to see what it is exactly. And are you leading Michelle's horse, Michelle?
Yes.
Yeah. As you get close, she hops off and just stops as you kind of cross this white threshold.
Now, is this something that the order would have taught him, like maybe a ward of some
Lore.
kind?
You can go do lore.
Oh, that's not be good.
Mm. Oh, she hit?
I would say we'll say yeah. Yeah, you know it's you can't see the whole thing, but you've heard of wards, particularly created by demonologists and other such people. They can ward certain things. They usually ward against spirits. As they deal with spirits, so sometimes they want to keep them in check so they can ward them.
So basically, once we got to the barrier, she hopped off the
Yep.
horse.
Yeah,
and stopped.
she did not go through, and she kind of just stands there and looks at it.
Michelle kind of thinking that this is a ward of some kind, and the fact that she jumped off definitely sets off some internal alarms, and he at first kind of plays it off. He's like, "What is the matter, little girl? Are you sore from riding the horse? Do you need me to carry you?"
She looks up at you and just kind of gives a fake smile and waves and just takes a slight step back. Thomas doesn't seem to notice. He's already halfway to the hut by this point, not looking back. I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Renee is gonna stop and look back. I don't think he understands the meaning of the chalk though. Unless I should roll a lore as well.
You could, if you want.
I think Amelie probably does. She has really good lore.
Yeah, you might too. Yeah, you all might have an idea of wards. They're different wards. There are some wards for vampires. They're not usually very effective, and they're not usually done at all because demonologists don't really usually care about them so much.
This particular ward, it works against vampires?
You don't know. You don't know that. You just know that it is probably a ward of some sort. It's hard to know because you can't see the whole thing. You just know that this kind of substance, it's basically lime.
He'll, I think Renee would call to the hermit. Excuse me for a moment, sir.
Oui. He turns around and, what are you doing? Come on.
This, and he points to the chalk in the ward. He says, "Did you make this?"
Oh, but of course I did.
What is its purpose? What does it ward?
Oh, it keeps me safe from many things.
From vampires?
In a way.
And he looks kind of sad towards the Baroness and Michelle.
The Baroness looks over at the hermit and says, he did not say vampires. Michelle, it is time to come clean without you. And she points the crossbow at her.
She looks over to Thomas and then back at you, dips her head and looks at the ground. And he just shrugs. It is time, girl, to talk. It is time. And when she talks, she does begin to speak, but it's not her voice. It's actually a male voice. It's very awkward as she does so and speaks to you. Says, you notice that she has no accent. She does have an accent to you. It's very strange. It just sounds almost guttural. I am not of this world. I am not a vampire. Disgusting creatures. And she looks up at you.
Then what are you? Why will you not cross this line?
I was summoned years ago by a failed summoner. I do not know what you'd call them. They reach to the beyond and bring us here against our will. I do not cross this line because it is warded not for me to enter, but for something to escape. Something that's kept in. Something that would not like me to come through.
Was it your aunt that summoned you here?
Peh. No. She is not a demonologist, as you call them. She was a woman, so I gather. Something of this place. I do not keep track.
Why does she think you are her niece?
Well, this body was, until I took it for my own. And then she lost the will to speak.
Why do you not leave?
If it was only that simple, I cannot leave. I am bound to this body.
Do you know how to unbind yourself? Or how you can be unbound?
No, I was brought here by one of them. They steal us from our place of being and bring us here for their own devices. And here I am. I get to sit here in a boring body all day and do nothing. Stare at the ceiling, listen to people prattle, listen to the Lord have sex in the room nearby, eat disgusting foods. I would like nothing else than to leave this place. But I cannot. At least you've given me some entertainment before you die to these creatures.
So can you not cross this line, or you choose not because you
I
think there is something
choose
dangerous?
not. It is not dangerous to you, I think, but to me, it is dangerous. I would prefer to stay outside.
Well, I have no problem with this. What is your intention? Should we leave? Do you wish to go back to the castle or stay here in this forest? It makes no difference to
This
me.
body must survive for me to survive. I
Listen,
will need to go somewhere. The vampires can kill me like they can kill you.
then perhaps you should make yourself helpful.
What is it you want me to do?
Keep your eyes and ears open. Can you fight it all?
Not in this current state. I was robbed of much of my power by being placed in this adolescent.
You still have eyes and ears and a voice. Make good use of them. I have a feeling that you know what to look for better than any of us.
If a thing comes towards you, then I will scream. And you will know.
What do you make of this Thomas?
He is a demonologist. I hate demonologists, as they bring us here and bind us. There are many different of our type, many strange ones. We are unexplainable to you, foreign alien, as you are us. They steal us from our homes, and we are here. He probably is here because he wishes to wield his powers and learn without others knowing.
Is the little girl still alive within there?
Yes. She is in a deep sleep, I reckon.
Well, perhaps we can learn some things that will help. That would be interesting.
The demonologist, see if he can exorcise me.
Do you have a treadmill?
What?
Amelie just nods and crosses the line.
Just remember, little girl, or whatever you are, while you say you choose not to pass, I imagine you will pass if you need to, if the vampire come towards you. But if you are in danger, please holler, and we will see if we can save both you and the little girl that you possess.
She nods. The thing inside. It is powerful. It watches over the circle. No vampire will come inside. They will feel its presence as I do. LeBeau is looking, you kind of look over and he's got his hand on his warhammer already and it's out, clearly. He's just looking at her.
Come on, Lebo, move. We are vampire hunters, and at some moment, this thing could possibly be of some assistance. It is not a vampire.
Do we know that?
I am confident. This Thomas the Hermit, he is a demonologist. It makes sense with this ward. Wards do not typically keep out vampires. They keep out spirits.
He does nod and looks at her. She looks back at him and shrugs. I am sorry, old man. She smiles. He just sullenly walks towards the hut.
As they follow Thomas, presuming they do, he'll kind of quietly say to both Amelie and Renee, "It is my duty to see that this spirit is exorcised from Michel. I may be a vampire hunter, but it is wrong to let this abomination continue. So I will be taking her to my order when this is all said and done, if this Thomas cannot separate the two."
If that is what you wish. Emily shrugs.
I agree. The girl can still be saved within. She is probably quite damaged, having this strange entity inside her.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
I am sure the little girl, the last thing she wants is something foreign inside of her. We will do what we can at the order to free her of this.
Amelie kind of smirks. I have heard about your methods.
Our methods may be somewhat forceful and direct, but we are also compassionate, and this is not the life for a little girl to live as a slave within her own body.
I could assist with the damages afterwards, if she survives.
If the order wishes for you to help, I see no harm in that.
Are you within earshot of her?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
He'll look over Thomas.
yeah, he's sitting on the top stair just waiting.
Yeah. I think we're all walking over.
Yeah. If you're done talking to the demon, then come in, by all means. You are safe here.
The demon said you have some powerful guardian here.
Oh yes, it is powerful indeed. He is my great friend.
Michelle will lead the way after Thomas to go in first, cautiously entering, considering what he's alluding to.
I think sometimes that my father dabbled in this demonology. From what I understand, it always comes at a price.
As you say that and walk in, you see a kind of a haphazard room, but it's not in such ill repair as you might think, actually. He has some furniture in this room. You see there's another two rooms off to the side. He walks over and just plants himself into a rocking chair and um, grabs a glass. Well, what do you think of my home here in the middle of the woods? Did you know this was once a retreat for nobles before the blood moon started?
I did not know that. And how long have you lived here, Thomas?
No. When the blood moon began, I left and I came here. Once I began to understand the ways of the spirit realm. Well, many would not prefer me to do my exercises in town. And here I am now. And you see in the floor, you see a pentagram drawn, and there's a bone, a skull in the corner with a scroll laid out before it. There's all sorts of macabre stuff like that about.
And what is it you hope to accomplish out here away from prying eyes?
To understand more of what is out there, what watches us, what is in the ether, what can we call forward for the good of mankind to help serve us. With these creatures we could destroy the Vampyre. They are nothing compared to them. The Vampyre are monsters. These things are gods.
Yes.
Do not
Jeez.
blaspheme in front of me. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. I'm sure he did shout that out.
Do not blaspheme in front of me. There are no such thing as these gods. They are false gods. There is only one true gods. Those are the one we serve in the order.
Perhaps you should go back to wherever you came from, sir. This is not the lands beyond the forest. Take your foreign god and go. Hmm?
Gods or demons. That actually means they are indubitably more powerful than vampires and so much more powerful than us. You call them gods, that makes you the servant. So what is it that they want from us to get this help to find the vampires?
What do they want from us? Nothing. We
So
control them. That is why we are here. That is what I study.
She raises an eyebrow, very skeptical, but doesn't say anything.
Now, do you wish some refreshments? Yes, sir? He looks over to Dubois, who's about to say something.
The doctor is looking out the window. Is the girl outside?
You see her sitting by a tree stump.
And he looks back. I am not thirsty, thank you. You have the ability to exercise this spirit?
Oh, I do not know for sure. I do not know anything about it. Playing with spirits that you have not summoned is dangerous. Who knows what it could be? I could bind it, perhaps, or destroy it, but it is a sensitive matter. It might kill the girl.
I wish to learn more about this. These exorcisms.
If you wish me to exercise the girl, I will. But perhaps when you get back, eh?
Yes, we are here for vampires, Dubois.
Ah, yes, Vampyre. And I know where some Vampyre is you can kill. And it will help me greatly. There is something there I wish to explore, and they have made it their nest.
Why don't you tell us about this nest?
As you expect, it is not a nice place. It is a graveyard they have taken over when old. Used to be the personal graveyard of the family who owned this cottage and a house nearby that is abandoned. There are mausoleums and underground graves. They are there. There are beasts under their control, wolves. If you look for Vampyre, that is where there will be.
How many?
It is hard to say, but I have never known many vampires to congregate so much. Perhaps half dozen, maybe less.
So they live with wolves. Is there anything else you know about them, things they don't like?
I do not know. I cannot get close, of course. I do not venture outside the circle very often. It is taxing for me to ward myself instead of a place. I am tired from doing it just now, in fact.
Knowing that they're associated with wolves, is that enough of a clue to perhaps get a lore roll on anything about them?
Yeah, you can do a lore roll.
There we are.
Oh yeah, good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, you know that there is one type of vampire. They're called Greylings, and they're called that because they have gray skin. They look like monsters. They don't look like people really. They're very fast, very violent, vicious hunters and killers. Some wolves, they you don't. It's not clear what the connection is between wolves and these creatures, but sometimes they protect their dens. So it's unclear. Nobody's ever been able to understand the connection, but they are vampires that do this. You probably have come up against them before. They're not all that uncommon. They're kind of mindless beasts, but very deadly.
So this doesn't make sense to her because something wrote the Count a letter. Claimed to be these vampires. Wanted him to do this, but these Greylings, they are mindless. They are just killers. She narrows her eyes. I think the Count wanted his wife dead. Or someone did. I knew these things were out here. Well, whoever that is got what I wanted. But I do not like to be manipulated. I will kill these vampires and then I will find who is thinking that they can trick us this way.
Did you know anything about the letters, LeBeau?
Let me think. I can't remember how.
I remember he was in that house, and I thought he was like a personal bodyguard.
Yeah, he grunts. No, I did not. I had just come on a month ago to find the vampire in the house, which was Celine. I promise you that. I tracked her movements. She did not sleep. She did not eat, I think. She is a vampire. I knew nothing about any letters or why we were sent out. I had planned to kill her then. But the Lord decided otherwise and sent us out into a blood moon. It was dangerous, of course.
If she is a vampire, she is something very different from these Greylings.
Oh, certainly. Greylings, I have seen many and killed many in my time. She is more sophisticated, takes the appearance of us. Have you not seen them before? I have seen a few. They are deceptive, truly a menace that must be destroyed.
They are, but these creatures, they do not usually work together.
Perhaps she was never in danger, and she gave the letter to her husband to get out of there. Maybe she was on to Lebu and knew you were there to kill her. This is a way for her to escape.
Perhaps, or perhaps it is the territorial nature of the vampires, and she wants these dead. She shrugs. We will suss this out one way or the other.
I see a simple solution. We just kill them all. First the Greylings, and then this Celine. We will capture her and destroy her, and we will move on to the next problem after that.
This is agreeable to me. Take us to these vampires, Thomas.
You look over and you see he's asleep in his chair as you've been talking. And once you say his name, what did you say? What? You said, may I take you there? Oh, no. I cannot hold myself anymore today. I am too tired, but I will tell you where it is. It is not far.
We listen carefully to his instructions.
Yeah, he gives you there's a path from here. He says it's partially overgrown, but it's probably half a mile to this family's grave site. And he says, I would go very quietly if you can, if that is a skill you possess, not to give yourself away. There will be wolves. They will be guarding the nest.
Do you have any tricks? Any weapons?
I do have a trick. He looks over and says, if you would be so kind, I can perform an incantation on you to make you quiet, if you so desire and will allow me. He gives a short smile. LeBeau, you hear grunt.
I think Dubose smiles too, and looks to the Baroness and to Michelle. I need to learn these tricks.
I will not have someone cast their witchcraft on me. I will use my faith as my shield to successfully sneak up on these things.
My faith will make my armor quiet.
Exactly.
What do you say?
He says no.
Baroness. Yes. I will take this. We will see if it works, if it makes us quiet.
He smiles and goes over to one of his shelves and he pushes some bowls around and things and comes out with this one. Ah, this is a very good one. This will give you some powers to walk very quietly, I think. And he kind of takes the lid off and dips his finger in this red clay. He walks over to the four of you and says, "Which one of you will take this blessing?"
I will take it.
Wonderful. He goes over and he puts a mark on your forehead. It doesn't take very long. When the rest of you see it, it looks something like this. He makes that inscription, and he goes over to Michel. Do not worry, your gods will not mind, because they do not exist, eh?
You'll not touch me with such sacrilegious things.
Well, he will be the clumsy one, I will guarantee you that. He does look like a brute. And he steps by and goes over to the Baroness and will apply it to her forehead if she allows.
I think kind of at the last minute she shakes her head and says, on second thought, I think I shall sink or swim on my own merit.
He looks to LeBeau, and LeBeau says, "If you touch me with that, I will smash in your head with this hammer." And Hermit says, "Oh, very well," and puts the cap back on and wipes the clay off on his hand and says, "Well then, there is only one thing to do. Once you kill the vampire, come back here and let me know, and I shall find what I'm looking for. And it will be good for me and for everyone. And you will make a name for yourself as the great vampire hunters." Hmm?
Yes, that is what is important here. You understand us completely.
Very well, I will take a nap. And he sits back down in his chair and kind of scooches back and just smiles, waiting for you to leave.
I think as we leave, Amelie is kind of listening to see if Dubois sounds any quieter than usual. Not mouth breathing anymore.
No. You could give me a perception roll, actually.
Renee's
Oops.
thinking about it.
And Renee,
He's,
will you give me a fortitude roll, actually?
Yeah. He's thinking about it, and he's like, well... He's like, you are worried that this man was lying?
As I said, my father, he dabbled in these things, I think. It does not speak much for a man's character.
His words did work, though.
Oh, I have no doubt he could help if he wished. The question is, does he wish? And at what price?
This is true. This did cross my mind that perhaps he has survived so long because he is feeding them.
This also is a thought that I had. How do you feel, Doctor?
Fortitude, yeah. I don't feel like anything's different.
No changes.
Does he seem quieter?
Well, he doesn't seem any different from what you can tell.
She just kind of shrugs then. Well, we should go then. if they are guarded by wolves, being quiet is important, but being upwind is more, I mean, being
Downwind.
downwind is
Mhm.
more important.
Hmm.
LeBeau is heading towards the door. Let us go then.
Yep. Let us go.
Renee wants to steal all the books in this guy's house.
Do it. Make a sleight of hand roll.
Right. Thievery. One sec.
Oh shit, I just thought I would borrow this book.
This is not a library?
You were asleep. I thought you wouldn't notice. That is okay, right? Oh no. My dynamic lighting is wrong. Not so wrong, actually. You have torches. It is dark out. You head down this path, and it's dark. The blood moon does give off a significant portion of light, but this is you just find it to be kind of overcast here. There's a cloud overhead that's kind of blocking part of the moon's light. And you do have lanterns. Each of you have one, I would say, or a torch. So you can keep them on if you want. You just let me know. As you get closer, you see kind of structures in the distance, vaguely seeing them. They look like mausoleums and things like that. And you see gravestones, and it's not overly large. And it is overrun with weeds and grass and things like that, and it just seems like damp, and maybe it's because it's the blood moon and you're in a cemetery. It doesn't seem too welcoming, certainly.
Did we leave the girl back?
Oh, I mean, you could have talked to her if you wanted. She was just sitting there. If you want to have a conversation with her, you definitely can before you leave.
I mean, we could just gloss over it, I guess.
No, you don't have to.
Ask her what that mark means.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess he would say that before he leaves.
Yeah, she's just sitting, kind of sitting there, almost twiddling her thumbs, and she sees you walk up, and she raises her eyebrows. Oh, look at you.
Do you recognize this symbol?
Not exactly. It's a demonologist mark of binding. You're not alone anymore.
Well, it is natural that if it is silence that he was granting you, it would come from a demon.
I think it's a temporary one. Lucky enough for you and it. What torment it must be feeling inside your body. How does it feel?
Do not feel different. That is unsettling. Unsettling to know this thing. He said it would make me more quiet, so that the vampires could not hear me.
I'm sure it will. There are all kinds of us that do many different things. One that certainly could make you more quiet.
But we are off to slay some vampires.
Well, good luck, I think. You might need it.
He looks at the others, to the Baroness, and says, and to Michelle, should the girl stay here?
I do not think she will be much help.
She should stay here away from this Thomas, and we will deal with her when we get back, no?
Oui.
Keep yourself and the girl safe. We'll see you soon.
If you see my aunt, she wasn't a bad sort as far as humans go. Not like some of them. Feel sorry for humans in some instances. What they did. Ugh. Amusing still the same. But I don't think she thought so.
What do you mean by this?
Oh, the girl was quite mistreated.
By her husband?
Oh, you think I mean Celine? No, I'm talking about this one. She points to herself.
Why would her aunt allow that to happen?
Did her aunt know? Didn't act like it. Though it seemed obvious to me.
Who did the mistreating?
Oh, the Lord, you see. I thought this is what you people did. Your, what is it called? The hedonistic acts?
According to the hedonistic laws, these things should be willing. I will be speaking to Count War.
In his defense, I did not know. I control this flesh puppet, obviously.
So the girl would not remember this?
Depends if I choose it or not. She knows nothing now. If I ever am granted my release. It depends. I've never encompassed another body before. Who knows? Who cares? Just release me.
We should go. Thinking of this has got my blood up, and that will make me incautious.
We will deal with him later. Add one more to the list.
Perhaps we are hunting the wrong monster.
Human or not, he is a vampire.
She kind of gives like a wave. Have fun killing the monsters. And then, the scene of the mausoleum. You see it.
So I think the first thing we're doing is seeing if we can spot the wolves.
Oh, yeah, you can give me a perception check. Let me,
Everyone do see them. I do not.
I am looking where you are, and I do not see anything.
Stop looking at my ass.
Yeah. She was changing again in front of them all, and he is distracted by the
Oh
other
no!
moon.
Oh no!
Now the doctor's looking. Oh yeah.
They do not
It is
blend in very well. Yeah, you actually do. You see a couple of them kind of towards the path heading in. They're just like sleeping. And
We should
I'm
kill
gonna
them.
move you over to a more tactical map here.
Yeah. We should kill them while they are sleeping, so we do not have to deal with them at our backs.
this is a good idea, but we need to be quick, so they do not raise the alarm with their cries.
I have little hope of this, but that is the goal. Even if they raise the alarm, well, that's a few less combatants that we will have to deal with at the same time.
I should have given you guys hardships, but that's okay.
Because it's dark?
Yeah, but that's alright.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
The wolf is a short-nosed breed. It is a snoring, so it is easy for us to see and hear.
Yeah, there's two sitting there. You see.
Well, Amelie's gonna aim 5 times.
Yeah, you can just kill them. You don't have to.
Yeah, okay.
I will sneak up with my non-poison soul and stab the wolf to death.
Yes, you cut those two wolves down. But you need to let's make a stealth check for who's getting close.
This is as close as I'm getting.
Yeah, you could just shoot them too. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably crossbow one.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna use my flintlock. For obvious reason.
I'm here. Yeah, you kill them both. That's no problem. They just give a small whimper as you do so. You have a feeling there are probably more, but...
Right, but these are the stairs down.
That is one. There are one, but there's a path that goes past, and you see other things there, other mausoleums and such. But that is definitely one of them. Yes.
Oh, they probably were sleeping near whichever one it was, so it's this one or something close by.
You definitely can go down.
Michelle kind of whispers, perhaps we should clear what is up top first before we go downstairs.
Very well. Let's sneak around here. Make some more stealth rolls.
Yep. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Are you going to douse your lantern, or are you going to...
Yeah, I
we
don't
got
think
light
it's
in the
going to
blood
help
wound.
us.
Yeah.
You are going to douse them?
Yeah.
You see okay. I'm not going to turn off the lights on you, but yeah. Just
Yeah, he'll probably turn his lantern down and put it behind like a
yeah, they're hooded, so you
gravestone or
can
something
kind
like
of
that.
close them to some extent. Yeah, go ahead and give me stealth rolls then. And Rogue, you get 3 benefits.
Oh, nice.
But at what cost?
Your soul? Wow.
Nice.
Right.
You're very quiet. As you are kind of sneaking, Doctor, you do feel this kind of like extra, like you feel like a light on your feet. You can't explain it. You've never, this is not something that you're accustomed to probably quite yet. But you do feel that something's happening, that you are quicker, and as you look at your feet hit the ground, they don't make any noise. You're just very, very silent as you move. And you all do a pretty good job, actually, except the Baroness, who kicks over this small rock, and just kind of makes a little thudding sound.
I meant to do this.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to keep going forward? Yep.
I think she's gonna stop for a minute and then look around.
Give me a perception check.
Michelle gives her a very mean stare as she kicks the rock.
Yeah, if
She
you keep
kicks it again.
moving, Rogue, I'm gonna have you do more stealth checks.
Okay.
Yeah. You do see in the distance a pair of eyes shining back, looking in your direction. You're not sure if it sees you or not, but it's some sort of wolf. But the outline of it is quite large, you think.
Well, she doesn't say anything, but she knocks her crossbow and points it toward the eyes.
Yeah, and as you raise attention to it, everybody can see it. Depends on which. It's south of you on this map, so you can decide what you want to do.
Can we reach it from here with our crossbows?
I can't, probably.
You probably can, but I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd be 7 hexes away, but you're gonna take hardships to hit it. You're gonna take probably 2 sensory impediments. Let me.
Could I go over to them and tell them something
Yeah, sure.
without?
Yeah. As long as you don't go south.
Okay. So he'll say something to the Baroness and like whisper to them. I feel it. This magic is working. Perhaps I could sneak up and take the shot.
Yes, sneak around. I will fire from here, and its attention should be on us. I do not think that is a wolf.
Oh,
It is much too large for that. So be careful.
he looks a lot like definitely more scared when you say that.
I mean, it is just a wolf.
He like looks back in the direction like maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. All right, he's gonna try to sneak up.
Okay. I can just give me a stealth roll.
With 2 benefits.
Yes.
It was 3. I
Three.
thought.
Oh, 3.
Yep, 3. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna take. Are you doing it? Do you have any light on you, Renee, or not?
No.
Okay, so you're gonna have a hard time hitting it, but it's gonna have a hard time seeing you. So it's gonna take 1 hardship to its roll as well. Let's see.
Wasn't as good as it was before, but
Okay, so let me roll this.
Ow!
That's with a hardship too. Wow.
Oof.
oh shit.
Are you not trained? Why is it not exploding? It did explode. No? Hold on. Let me see. What is your... Let me just look at your dude real quick.
I might not be trained.
No, I think you... Oh, maybe not. No, you're not trained. That's the reason. Yeah. So yeah, 'cause 3 benefits. Yeah, you sneak up to about like right here, we'll say, and you notice these eyes just turn in your direction, and we will go ahead and roll some initiative, please. Let me clear the counter. Hold on. All right, now go ahead. All right. Anybody have any initiative perks or anything?
I was just looking at it. Nope, big old turd sandwich.
Okay.
Yep.
Renee, I just want to make sure you don't. I don't think so, but
No.
no. Nope, nope, nope. All right. So this thing is on you pretty quick. I think I'm gonna do. Hold on, let me bring up my. Can I do a charge? I don't know if I can because. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he can't do a charge. So it moves 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it gets next to you, and it's this massive, massive wolf. Let me just, not that you have torchlight, but just so you can see. Yeah, there's this big wolf on you. I move 3 to get there with a run, so it is running. So it'll be 2, and then it's Bo's turn. He just curses and moves 2 forward, just looking to see what's going on. He's having a hard time seeing anything besides that massive wolf. And then these wolves come out of pretty much the darkness. Yep, they have speed 2. That's what I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a run. That's actually going to be divided by 2 for the speed. So that's 3 divided by 2 for running. So they're actually at 2 because it rounds up. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also be at 2. Yeah. Dr. Dubois, you have 2 wolves on you almost instantly, and Baroness, you're up.
Yeah, she was hoping to get a shot at that dire wolf, but the other one got there too fast. It's within range, but I think is that medium or long range?
What is your range on your crossbow?
It's only 6 on these crossbows.
It is medium range, yeah, but he's engaged, so you're gonna have to take a hardship, or if you miss, you hit him. So it's up to you, but plus he doesn't have any light on technically, so you would take a hardship.
Okay, I'll take a hardship, but I'm not gonna take a hardship on my.
For not hitting him.
I'm gonna aim, is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. How many times?
Let me see.
You can aim up to 5 without worrying about being interrupted. I changed that, so.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, crap. If I aim more than once, then they're gonna go before me, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna aim once.
Okay, who are you aiming at?
I guess just this guy, because this guy, it seems like I wouldn't really be able to get to without another hardship.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would have to shoot through his. So that's a 9, not -3 too.
Yeah.
Of course not that
So
one.
just the close by one.
Okay. Michel.
Michel, with his drawn sword, is going to charge to help the doctor.
Okay.
LeBeau can take care of himself. That is 6 spaces, 3 AP.
Yep. Well, charge is actually it's included. So, are you actually going to charge? Use the action charge, or are you just going to run up there?
Remind me, action charge is 1 hardship and 4 AP, or
You move
let me pull
6,
up.
so
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, I'm opening that up right now.
Anywhere from 3 to 5. Yeah, it's multiple. I don't think you can't make the run. It's too far if it's 6 hexes. So.
That's fine. I'll just take the run.
Yep. So
and
3.
The 3 AP. Yep.
Yep. Do that. Okay, you're up there. Doc, you're up.
All right. I think Doc would fall, kind of like right as it's coming at him out of the dark. Shoot his crossbow.
The entangling one? Are you gonna shoot your net, or at which one?
Yeah, at the big one, the one that came at him first.
Okay.
Net gun. And is that point blank?
It is point. Yes, it is point blank. Yep.
Any benefits for point blank?
Nope. Nope. It's just you don't get that range penalty.
Point blank. There it is.
For point blank, I'll give no hardships on everything. So that's a hit. It's so it's grappled. It goes sweeps up its legs.
Very nice.
17 on that. I'm just gonna write this next to it because
I think it's like out of fear he like stumbles back, like totally surprised.
oh, it's actually a 14, but that's okay.
Yeah, and as he's like falling back, he fires, wrapping around the creature.
Yep. So it is entangled. All right, it is the Baroness's turn.
Michelle didn't bring the lantern with him, correct?
It's up to him. If you're adjacent, I'm not giving any penalties, but if you're more than like point blank, yeah. If he had a lantern with him, I would say you're fine, right? But
Right. I just
yeah, I don't know, Michelle.
I'm sorry, say that. I did not take the lantern.
yeah.
So
That's what
they're
I
still
figured.
dark.
Okay, so I'm just at a neutral because I'm got a hardship and a bonus, and I'm not taking the hardship to not hit people.
Well, okay. So well, it's not new. You would give yourself a benefit and a hardship. They don't cancel each other out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, and plus, I would say, let me look at the line on it. I would say you're gonna have to shoot over his hex too, so it's gonna be a -3 in additional mods.
Okay.
Sorry.
You might be
It's all right,
sorry
I'd
if she misses.
Oh, she'll be sorry.
She's got it.
Yes.
She does hit. So let's see.
Does 6 damage.
Does it hit it enough? It has piercing. Okay, let me look. Does it even have any? That is so. That kills it exactly. It's a minion with a new. Oh, actually, new minion rules. Wound level is subtracted by 14 is its armor. Hold on. That seems high.
Piercing. What is piercing?
That would be half for.
Half.
Let me look at something. Hold on. How did that read? Because where is that?
Oh, it's double damage. It's the repeating crossbow.
Oh yes. And it's any damage. It's not one level. Okay, so what would be double damage? So 12 plus 8. That's 20. Minus its wound level of 14. So that's 6 damage. That is enough to kill it because it's a minion. How does it look as you shoot over Michelle's shoulder there?
Yeah, she kind of curses under her breath as Michelle dashes in her line of fire, and she raises the crossbow just ever so slightly, squinting her eyes, and pulls the trigger, and it flies so close to his cheek. I'm sure that maybe the fletching on it kind of grazes his face as it hits the wolf right in the skull, and it falls over with just a hint of a whimper.
So the dire wolf reaches down and begins to try to rip the bolus off. It does. But that was 3 AP for it. It just growls as it rips this thing off, angrily, looking at Dubois and his unreloaded crossbow. And then it is LeBeau's turn, and he's going to try to smash this thing. He just does a standard attack. Warhammer.
Holy shit, 41.
What
At
a
least the
pussy.
41 is not on me.
Let's see, what does he have?
41 is a lot at power level 1.
Mortal danger. Okay, so he has Bane. I'm just looking at his. He's got some serious. Okay, so he doesn't have any of that. Oh, +2. Okay. Alright, here he goes. He's got a +2 to his attack. Warhammer. Yeah, he comes down on the back of its head and just crushes its skull with one giant swing, killing it instantly. And then it is... whose turn? It is Michelle's turn. Michelle.
Yep, I'm deciding I'm going to do a
Yep.
lunge attack
Yep.
on the dire wolf.
Yep.
So that's a -3.
Yep. 4 AP.
Do you get any sort of... It gets negatives because there's 2 combatants, right, to a dodge?
It would, yeah. It would get a -3.
I believe I did that right.
That's a pretty good roll. It is going to try to dodge with a -3.
Oh, nice. 42. Showed him up. One-upped him.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
That's really bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. Really bad for it. Okay, so let me see here. 42 -5 plus 4 -3.
41.
It is
38.
that. 38. Let me see if it has any armor. Doubt it. It does. It has 4, so that's 2, so it's 36. That is mortality threshold. It will make a death roll. I'm going to not do wound levels for this guy. Where do I go to do that? There you go. Death roll. Nope. So he needs a 36. Yep. So he takes a wound
And an injury.
and an injury, and he makes a whatever it's called, falter roll. Okay, so those are stamina. Needs to beat. Nope, it goes unconscious. So you smash it with your. How do you knock this thing unconscious as it takes a wound?
As he lunges towards it, the falchion, much more of a slashing than piercing weapon, as it's focused on the good doctor, he aims towards its rear flank and unguarded and area and cuts deep into it, and the blow is so severe it just kind of topples over in a howl of frustration.
And that seems like all of them that you can tell. You can finish it off as you...
He definitely flips the sword around and then drives it right into its, behind its front leg in the heart area.
You hear this whimper, and then it just stops moving. And you hear these howls and stuff coming from around you.
It looks like that was just the first round. Perhaps there are some more rocks you would like to kick over, Baroness?
She kicks a rock at Michelle.
Doctor's gonna grab up his bola if he can.
I would say that one's ripped to shreds. So you have two.
Cool. Yeah, makes sense.
What are you gonna do?
Keep moving.
You gonna just walk around, or are you gonna go back to the spot you could go down? I mean, you can keep moving. It doesn't matter.
There's an entrance over here.
Do we hear where they're coming from? Is there any...
Mostly towards the south there, down this way.
Let us go down before they see us and come after us.
We will need the lamps for this. There is no moonlight underground.
We will light them when we get down, yes?
I think we're gonna need a little bit of light going down, but yeah.
Say that again.
I think we're gonna need a little bit of light.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, it would
down.
be. It would be pitch black.
Yeah, Michelle will pick up his hooded lantern as they make their way.
I'll let LeBeau go first.
Yeah. You, sir, are the seasoned veteran.
Cowards.
I am just a doctor.
The hero is the one that lives to tell the story.
I'm just gonna give you all torchlight, so it's not a pain in the butt. But we'll remember that only Michelle has it. Yeah, you walk into this. It's definitely an underground room of some sort. Your torchlight's just out of range to see anything, though.
Michelle will kind of lead the way along with LeBeau, lantern in his left hand, his sword in the right, carefully peering into the darkness to see what lays before them.
Yeah, that way's the wall on the left, and you guys can give me a stealth check if you want.
Yes. Is there any way to close the door behind us or anything like that?
There's no door.
Okay.
It is a good thing these flagstones are secure in the ground, is it not, Emily?
She says, I don't know what you are talking about. You are making so much noise, I cannot hear you.
Alright, I'm gonna give this thing
Oh,
one
I
hard.
forgot my 3.
Yep, just go ahead and roll 3d10 and see if you get anything better than that. None of them will explode anyway, so. So that's 2 better, so you got a 20. Okay, so the lowest of you is 20, so okay. Let's see. I'm going to give this thing 1 hardship for reasons unknown. Let's see. I don't think they have any. Yeah, okay. Okay. You walk in. You see something to your right there. You're not sure what it is, but
It looks like spells.
Is it stairs and an outline of a grayling, or is it just the stairs?
no, you just see the stairs. You see something over there. You're not sure what it is.
Michel kind of points his falchion in the direction of the thing. Looks to his comrades and LeBeouf, see their reactions.
He just points forward. Takes a couple steps.
Michel follows suit. Cole move forward until they can get into a decent range. Is it looking at us, or can we tell?
You see this, yeah, you see it now, and it's lying in this coffin. You think it's asleep.
Michel's gonna quietly and carefully sneak up on it with the intent of killing it.
Yeah,
or
give
charging
me
it.
another stealth roll for whoever goes up the stairs.
I'm going at least part of the stairs, so.
Boom, motherfucker!
Oh my gosh. Watch me.
Yeah.
No, that was alright.
Let me do the thing here.
You can't trip up the stairs if you jump up over all of them, landing softly on your feet.
Right, you just jumped and spun in the air, front flip. Yeah, it doesn't move as you get right next to it.
As it remains motionless, see Michel using the power of faith as his shield when it comes to stealth. Sees the creature lying there sleeping and basically wasting no time. Brings his sword up to end it.
Yeah, how do you do it? Do you stab it? Do you slash it? What do you...
I know technically it's a slashing weapon, but
Well, it doesn't. I mean,
playing
you
in
can
a coffin, it doesn't really matter. He
yeah.
just basically
Smashes
brings
it
it
in there.
reverse grip and just drives it right through.
Yeah,
its
you
skull.
just this heavy, like curved kind of end of the falchion just goes straight through its chest, and it eyes open. And it goes, ah! And gives this weird kind of howl, and it immediately turns to ash. And in the corner, you hear another screech, as there's one like sitting over there. And go ahead and roll initiative.
You need to clear it out first.
Yep, I'm going to do that right now. Yep, got it.
Same I got last time.
Let's see what over here.
That was much better, much more spry in the crypts, no?
Alright, let's see how spry you are. You are the spryest. What would you like to do?
I have not done this before, so I'm going to charge the creature.
Yep. You can. I think that's only 1, 2, 3. Yep. Perfect.
That's 5 AP
Yep, that is 5.
with 1 hardship.
Yep, you attack with 1 hardship.
Is it getting up?
It's already stood up, yeah.
Okay. Oof.
19, huh? That does beat its base defense, but not by much. 5 damage plus double yours. Little metagaming. Okay, it will try to dodge. Yeah, you come over with this heavy overhead swing, and it like deftly moves aside and looks at you. Has these massive fangs, and I believe it is actually Dubois' turn now.
Am I out of range?
I mean, you can still shoot no matter. I mean, you're at 8. I think you're probably in medium range, but you're gonna have to. You'd have to shoot through them, so it's -3. If you wanted to, you might hit him, so you can move. It's really gonna be tough, regardless, because you're gonna have to take the hardship, perhaps, depending if you want to not hit him or not.
That's 4 spaces to get there.
Okay, you can do that. Move around, sure. You could run, but then it would make your shot worse. But okay, you move 4. Baroness.
Yeah. It's kind of an awkward thing. If I move here, then he's gonna have to shoot through me too. I think I'm just gonna move to. And I'll be taking my negatives, I guess. Actually, did it matter? I mean, I'm gonna be taking the same negatives from
You're probably right. Yeah.
So, let's see. I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna aim 3 times.
Got it. LeBeau is gonna try to go this way, so he runs 6 hexes here, trying to get on the other side of it and flank it. And then I think it's its turn, and it is. It's going to reckless attack, because that's what monsters do. Yeah, gains 3 benefits. .49 with its vampire claws.
Well, I chose a terrible time to charge because there's -1 on my defense roll.
Yeah.
So I'm going to burn a fate point and defend.
Add 20 to it, so you can add 20 to your roll.
So just roll Falchion to attack as normal, and then...
Yep, if you're parrying, yep. And then just give yourself a hardship, too.
Yep.
That's your only fate point. Okay.
Yep, sure is. Gotta burn that bad boy early.
Yep, so you're able to deflect his, like he swings and you kind of knock it aside, his claw. So that's 5 AP for, total of 5 AP for it.
Yep, feeling the power of his true god surge through his hand, he defends the ferocious attack of the vampire, somehow managing to deflect what normally would have been a killing blow.
I think it's my turn.
Yep, sure is. You are aiming 3 times.
Yep, and I'm taking a hardship
Not to hit
and a
it.
-3.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is -5 to its base defense.
Okay.
So actually, you're going to be at +2, so you can
+2.
work that in if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just easier. It's a hit.
Not great.
Well, I mean,
Sucky roll.
it's 18 damage. I'm sorry. Yeah, 18 total. Let's see. It definitely doesn't have any armor. So 18. That's a wound.
And an injury.
Torso. So how does it look as you shoot over Michelle once again?
Yeah, this time the bolt grazes his other cheek as he's blocking the attack of the vampire. Her bolt whisks by and hits it in the torso. And I guess it probably screams in anger.
What's do you have to reload now, or how's it?
No, I could fire 6. So I get 2 more shots.
Yep, gotcha. I gotcha.
And then I have to reload.
Yep. Okay, you're at 6. It's Dubois' turn. He's also going to charge, I think. So he is going to attack with 1 hardship. This is going to be +2, whatever this is. So 27. It is going to dodge, but it takes a hardship because of reckless attack. I think it's a hardship, isn't it? Let's see. Reckless. Yeah. So it's going to try to dodge with a hardship. Where's my dodge? There we go. 5. Yeah, he charges it after you strike it in the chest with 2 bolts, and he just comes over and just smashes one of those bolts straight through its chest that was just sitting there, and it just
hammers it in.
Yeah, right, and it just squeals and turns to ash. And he turns to Michelle and says, "I think you forgot to hit it. Your girlfriend is much better at this than you are."
I was distracting it so you could deliver the fatal blow, and before the bow can even turn, he twirls around facing Amelie. "What, are you crazy, trying to kill me with your arrows?"
She kind of brushes her thumb against her cheek, in an imitation of the little streak of blood he's got on his, and says, "It was just a little case."
Yeah, you're crazy.
She just kind of smirks and gestures onward into the dungeon and starts reloading her crossbow at the same time.
Yeah, there's no exit points to this place, so you figure you're going to have to go back up.
We have to go back up.
And give me a perception roll, please.
Wow.
Well, Baroness, you definitely hear growling from up top. You don't. It's hard to see. You don't see anything up there, but you hear growling pretty close. You're pretty sure that there's wolves all by the entrance, and only one of you can kind of come up at one time. It's pretty narrow. Maybe 2, I would say, at the most.
How many lamps do we have total? We may
That-
not have them lit.
You said you had 4 of them, so
Yeah.
I mean, you have a total of 4. How you have them lit is up to you.
I think does anybody have throw? Who's good at throwing here? Maybe nobody. I'm gonna try to take my lamp and the goal is to throw it up there just really hard so that it breaks and there's lamp oil and fire all over the entrance.
I would let you do that if I would let you do that for free. That's fine.
Yeah, just trying to scatter them, so she kind of throws it out just at the top of the stairs.
Would you like a man to throw that up there while you were there with the crossbow?
All right. It is always good to have a peasant to do your grunt work.
Tough words for someone blowing me so many kisses, yes? And then he just throws the lamp up there to have it shatter on the ground, spreading the fire.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, you hear some whimpering, but you still hear some snarls going on.
I guess head to the top of the stairs and
Who
start firing at whatever is at the top.
who's going out first?
Can you see anything, like if you go almost to the top of the stairs? Basically, you've still got some
Yeah,
cover
you
from the
see
stairs.
you see there's two big. You see actually, first you see a pretty large wolf there, and then you see a gigantic, huge wolf. No, something that doesn't look natural. Massive. Its eyes are glowing even. Um,
I don't know how you'd handle this, like map-wise, but I mean, I think the goal would be to shoot at it from the cover of the stairs as soon as you can see it, assuming it's kind
Yeah,
of too big to head
I
down the
would just give
stairs.
you, I would give you probably I'd just give you a hardship probably for
Okay.
who's the bottom of the stairs shooting.
If two can go, I know you said it's narrow.
I would let
Michelle
two,
will
I
put-
would let two come up, but it would be some hardships and such, and I don't know what I'd do exactly. But if you're going out, I would probably just make movement harder.
I mean, I would probably, if Amelie and Michelle can fire simultaneously, and then Michelle will take his Falchion and run up, I'm assuming, along with LeBeau to deal with everything after that.
I mean, you tell me what you want to do, and I will facilitate it for you.
Suggestions, Slit?
I think that that sounds good, and I mean, reasonably, we probably wouldn't aim too much because the fire is not going to be burning forever, but maybe a couple, what would be the equivalent of a couple of aims to fire at the big one, just to maybe give us a little bit of an advantage once we get up there.
Do one aim each, and then say something like, "Hey, Ali," and then as soon as he looks, we both shoot, and then
Yeah, exactly. So benefit and a hardship, and we fire on the warg.
there you go.
So who's firing you in Dubois?
No, me and her.
Oh, you have a bow?
I have a pistol, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha,
yes.
gotcha. And what
It's
are
gonna
you
be
gonna
really
do, Bo?
loud.
You gonna shoot too, or you can all do it?
Oh yeah, if we can all do it.
Yeah, well, if you got a ranged weapon. So what I would say, from the bottom of the stairs, it's fine. This map doesn't contextually show that, so that's fine for now. But what we'll do is we'll do initiative, and then we'll roll for initiative as actually, let's just keep what we got.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll reset you guys to 0 AP wise. And then, so if you aim and shoot, I'll just make you guys all at 4.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense. So Dubois will be at 4, you will be at 4. And then LeBeau will be at 0. And then I'll roll initiative for them.
You're gonna have to stick the org on the screen for aiming.
Do you not see
for
it?
targeting.
Here. Do you see it? Are you over there now?
I'm
Now I am.
I'm
Okay,
not.
Huh. I keep shift clicking. Do you not go over
I see your icon over here.
I'm still in the crypt.
Scroll straight up and to the right a little bit. I keep shift clicking.
Oh,
It should
okay.
should
Got
put
it.
you over
I see
here.
it. I'll have to just
Okay.
zoom in.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. So you're in this underneath in this hex
Uh-huh.
right here, but give me just 1 second because they'll come in at 5 AP,
Okay.
which is how that works. But I'm gonna roll initiative for them because let me make sure because I don't know what these things have necessarily. Abilities. That one does not have anything important. What is this thing? Is this a foe? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Give me just 1 second, Mike. let me give them 5 AP. And then you can begin your shooting now if you would like.
This is for with one benefit and one hardship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We're going at the warg, correct?
That's
Yep.
the only things you can hit from here. The warg or the direwolf one. You can hit either one of them.
What is the range on this? Close?
I would say, yeah, yeah, probably close. Yeah, you can do close.
Nice. Head strike.
Too.
Mm.
So let me go through this in case you kill it or something. So Baroness fires first.
That's 15 plus
12.
12.
Yep. 27. Let me see if it has any armor. Oh, my screen crashed on. I'm gonna turn off dynamic lighting in a second. You
I
know
think
it's
we-
creepy. You don't need to. Just give me a second.
We
For
tied,
this-
I think. I think you got 27, so.
For this one, I don't see a crossbow. I would be shooting just the crossbow and not the net.
That's up to you. If you wanted to shoot the net, you could, but
Yeah, I want to just shoot a bolt, but I don't see it on the miscellaneous.
oh, it's
menu.
just depend. It's the qualities in the weapon is how it works. You just choose which one you want to do. Before you do it though, hold on. Let me make sure it's not dead, which it might be. Okay, so what did I say? 15, 12, 27, torso
27.
strike. Let me see. It's 4. You have piercing, right?
Yep.
So 25 damage. That's enough to give it a wound and an injury right there. Boom, boom. That is a wound. It's going to make a falter roll. Got to beat a 25. Doesn't. It goes down
Nice.
for 5 AP. It's now prone. So that's actually okay. So 25. Sorry, 14. I don't know. Would you shoot at it? Since it's like
I honestly, yes, we would shoot. We were shooting simultaneously.
Yeah, I guess probably
so
both
I-
went out at the same
yeah.
time.
okay. I mean, it's not dead. So 14 plus 8, 22.
Plus 5 for head strike.
Yep. 27 minus 2. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually minus 4 on that one. So 23, that's another wound
And injury.
and injury. It's already unconscious. Alright, so Rogue, you can shoot the direwolf if you'd like.
Okay, so I'm still clicking the net gun right, but it's a bolt. I'm
Yeah,
firing.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just point at the direwolf when you do.
And it's close.
Yeah, it's close. That's a miss. Yeah, just flies over top of it. Okay, let me check out the warg. I forget how this works all of a sudden.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Foes. thought foes had special rules too. One sec, sorry. Boy, I thought there was a rule for foes that I'm just totally can't find, and give me just 2 seconds.
When their stats change, when they take more wounds than their threshold, they die automatically. Is what I see
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
chat.
Where do you find that? Where is that at?
I just did a search for foes. Let's see, that's 11/30/2021 in Heroes and Hardships.
Do you know what document it was in?
No, I was just looking for it, and
Okay.
I just found it in the chat,
In the chat, huh? Okay.
like in Discord. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, here it is. It's not in there, though. Can you paste that to me real quick? Just the line. I'm sorry to take time on this, but I just want to look something up.
This is. This is all it says.
I'm just gonna I just want to search for it so I can find it.
And then it talks about an adversary being a PC build.
Yeah, I'm guessing it would be in. That's not gonna be in there. Ah, fuck. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for anyway, though. Okay, I just make a note for myself. All right, so that one missed. The warg is down. It is down for 10 AP, I think. So it's at 15. All right, so it is LeBeau's turn, and he can't do anything right now, so he's going to delay 5. He's not rushing out. Actually, he probably would, honestly. So he rushes.
Just shove us out of the way.
Yeah, he just like moves by you. I'm gonna say it takes 5 AP to. Actually, I'm gonna say it normally takes 3 AP to get to the top, but to get through you, that's 1 extra. So that would take 5, and he gets to the top. He's like right probably here, we'll say. And then it is your turns again. The warg is laying down. You're pretty sure you hit it hard enough to almost kill it at the very least.
Michelle, you go first.
Now I need to draw my blade, or
Yeah, you can draw and move too, if you wanted.
let's see. Let me see if we got a draw an attack or something.
There is a draw and attack. I would let you do it. Well, you're supposed to be adjacent, so I would say draw and move, and I'll put you at the top.
Yeah, we'll draw and move. We'll get up,
You can put
behind
yourself anywhere adjacent to the stairs or on top of them.
I'll leave right where I was. I move off to the right as LeBeau goes straight into the fray. Michelle goes up to the right, allowing the other 2 behind him to enter the fray.
Okay. So that's 3 AP. Yeah. Okay. All right. Whoever else would like to go.
Did we pop up? Did Michelle pop out of there?
Yeah, he's out of there.
Is he actually really right there?
He should be like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Well, now you should be like here, or you should be next to the
sorry,
stairs.
I had the wrong steps. That's my bad. Yeah,
No, you're fine.
the left.
Or you could be here. You could be here. It doesn't matter.
I'll go up 1 more to allow more people to get out.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Because the warg is on the ground, isn't he? Wait, I
It
messed that up.
is. It is on the ground technically.
Can do something like that, or how?
Yeah, you could be
literal
there.
are
You
those
can be
attacks?
there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Warg's on the ground.
Can Renee hold the crossbow in one hand and the rapier in the other?
Yeah,
Or-
sure. But you need to draw and move. But yeah, you can do that. It's not reloaded though.
Oh, the crossbow. I need to reload the crossbow. Yeah.
You could stay down there and reload if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do.
Let's see. What is the reload like on that thing? The reload is... Bolus gun is not slow, so it takes 3 AP to reload, I think.
Okay.
Reload. Yep, 3 AP, so you reload. So it's a 7. Baroness.
I'll aim once at the Star Wolf from the stairs. So really, I'm still here.
Okay.
And so I think I'd go next anyway.
Yeah, you're just aiming?
Yeah, I'm just aiming.
Okay, so you're at 15. Now, there's a bunch of wolves that are gonna go.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So this wolf next to LeBeau is going to reckless attack. Bite. It's a minion though, so it can't. It's actually just going to reckless attack is worthless for it right now. I think it's just going to attack normally. Yeah. He has 2 against him. Okay, that's fine. Bite. 18. He's gonna try to parry. He does. Knocks it back. So it's 8. And he is at 6. This wolf is going to attack Michel. Bite.
Alrighty.
39.
That's gonna be a parry.
It's a hit. So 8 plus 2. 10. What armor do you have on your torso for
Hit
piercing?
me in the torso. I have piercing of 9.
Oh wow, that doesn't. Just 9 damage. Or it's just 1 damage, I should say.
His teeth failed to sink through the armor.
Well,
Right?
yeah.
Or does it?
No, you're right, yeah. Direwolf 1. It is going to attack. It is not a minion, so it can reckless attack. 3 benefits. 39 again.
Is that on LaBelle or? Yeah.
Michel, no.
Michelle will once again parry.
Oh, actually, you're at -3 because she's actually not next to you, technically.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm
being
halfway down
outnumbered.
the stairs.
I'm gonna try that again.
No, no, it isn't actually next. It isn't -3 because LeBeau is threatening it too. So
Okay.
yeah, it's fine. So it's gonna be 9 plus whatever 4. So 13 minus 9. You said.
Yes.
It's gonna grapple instead. So you are grappled. Grabs you by the leg. Or whatever, the torso. It's... What did it hit? It hit the
Torso.
torso. So yeah. So you're gonna have to beat a... whatever the difference is. Actually... Yeah, you tried to defend, so you gotta beat a 39 now, I think.
With hand to hand, correct?
Well, you could, yeah. You can do things like attack it and such, but... And then let's see who's up. It is Baroness.
I will attack this.
Yeah.
Direwolf.
You gotta take a hardship or hit Michelle. They're grappled together, so...
Right. Yeah, she'll take the hardship. Darn it. Oh, that's pretty good. 21 plus 12.
Nice.
Let's see.
Minus 3 though.
Alright, so what did you hit it for? Sorry, I was looking at something. 21
21
plus...
plus 12 plus
yeah.
minus 3. So 21 plus 9.
Yeah, 30.
30. And
That-
it's piercing.
Yeah. So I think that's 28. That's a wound and an injury for it. You shoot it in the side as it's like grabbing onto Michelle there.
Good job distracting it, Michelle. Keep going.
Let's see.
Shaking like a
It's
rag
LeBeau.
doll that hangs on.
LeBeau is gonna kill the wolf, I'm sure. He's gonna swing a normal standard attack. He does. He crushes its skull. Like, he's a beast. I can't believe you guys handled him so easy.
It's the net.
Yeah.
That dang,
Yeah.
dang old net.
Renee, you are up from down below. What would you like to do?
Right. He is going to come up out of the hole. I guess right there.
You can do, I think there's a move and shoot now. Let's see. Running gun, 4 AP. You can move 1 hex, which I'd say that's fine. So you're going to take a -3 to your attack if you come up.
Is this one just unconscious?
Yeah, it's unconscious. I just
To kill
removed
it.
actually.
It's gonna come conscious in a few rounds.
It's going to be a while.
Wow.
It's going to be a while. I just killed it. It's fine.
Okay. God killed it.
Yeah.
Zip
Okay,
out
it
of
just
my
died.
food god.
It's not gonna. It would be 15 AP until it comes out. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Stop to check its pulse.
So I can run and gun this thing, or
Yeah,
I
if
think
you
that
were.
one's down.
No, that one's
Isn't
not
it?
down.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
thought LeBeau
it's grappling
took it.
Michelle. It was
What
the one above. He killed. There was one right here. He killed a menu.
Got it.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can
so-
come up, and so if you shoot that one, it's yeah, it's a -3. So it'd be a total of -6 and a hardship. Because it's
right.
it's engaged with 2 people, and you have to shoot through it. It wouldn't matter. I would say just stay down there, and it'd be -3 and a hardship, and it would be less actions too, if you want to try.
I think 3 and a hardship's not too bad.
You just have to hit it with your net gun, and it's grappled.
Yeah, I'll do that. -3 and a hardship.
Yeah.
I think you're close.
Or you can not take a hardship and just hit the Baroness.
I'm halfway. Oh yeah, I'm in between him and them, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're not adjacent, so you would hit Michelle, but he's already grappled, so you could grapple him too.
-3. And take the -3. And then the 1 hardship.
Yeah, I would say you don't have a -3 actually, so I'd say that hits.
Oh, so that's a 1.
Yeah,
So
that's a 1. It's grappled with a 1, but it is now grappled as well, so it can't like attack a Michelle, or it can, but it would take some penalties. So you're actually at a 9. Back that down. Okay, it is.
Michelle.
Yes, Michelle. You are being
So I
grappled.
have to use hand to hand, or what else? I'm looking.
No, you don't. You don't. So you're the defensive grappler. What are you gonna try to do? Get away?
Well, I sure as shit ain't gonna achieve that, because if I have to use hand to hand, I have no chance of succeeding.
Yeah. Not adjacent. Let's see. Offensive grappler. Defense maze. Grapple action change. Yeah. You can just attack it. That's the thing. You can use offensive actions, but you get 2 hardships.
That's about all. The only option I have. So
Yeah,
let's
you
see
can
here.
attack. You could do like a reckless attack or something.
My net. Says Dr. T.
But it's also grappled too, so it's gonna have issues.
Yeah, why not Rex attack? What's the worst that could? Wait, is the wolf below me the one, or is it the dire wolf?
It's the
grappling?
dire wolf, yeah.
And the wolf below me is unharmed.
It is unharmed, yeah.
I ain't fucking reckless in attacking them. That's crazy. Normal attack with 2 hardships on the dire
Okay.
wolf.
It's got a wound and an energy.
Energy?
Injury and it's got and an energy and it's grappled. So maybe.
So it's 11. Yeah, it's so it is grappled. So let's see what defensive grapplers. So if it defends, okay, so it can't. So let's see. Defensive grappler. Yeah, defensive grappling is there's no penalties. It's grappled by someone else. But, okay, so it's gonna make a defensive move here. A dodge. Fail. So bumps it up by 1. So 7 says okay, so 19 minus, well, yeah, that's fine. 12, 9. I have a 9. Yeah, it's not enough to hurt it because of its. Yeah, not enough to hurt it. No
As he
energy.
swings, he kind of deflects harmlessly off at the grip it has on it. You know, makes his aim off.
Yeah, the wolf attacks you. Bite. Standard attack, 17. Let's see what you can do. So as a defensive grappler, you can make defensive actions as usual. So
I can.
defensive grappler cannot make defensive actions against any character that is not not offensive grappler. They defend with their base defense only. So what's your base defense?
My base defense is.
I'm guessing it's
20.
Oh. That's a miss then.
He does a little 2-step as it bites at him.
Yeah. Baroness. This is your
And
last
there's that
shot.
dart. Yep, before I have to reload. I'm gonna aim and just go before the dire wolf does. So I'll aim once.
Aim once and fire. You can just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not it. That's reload. I'm sorry. Something wrong.
Sorry.
Clicked on the wrong menu, I think. I took a hardship.
Yeah, from shooting from below. That's a hit. 22 damage. Yeah, that's enough to give it a wound.
Another wound and a heart and an injury.
Yep. Yeah, do that. Yep. All right. It makes a falter roll, actually. Not sure I did that last time. Goes to sleep. Seeing this, the other wolf begins to run, leaving you guys there, wiping out all the wolves.
And Baroness comes up, reloading. Watches Michelle try to get up from underneath the big dire wolf body.
Does someone want to give me a hand with this big fat piece of crap?
Doctor will help.
He gets up, kind of dusts himself off. At least you did not hit me this time, yes?
Not for lack of trying, she says, but that dire wolfie was in my way. And then she just stops and listens. Do we hear any more wolves?
You do not hear any more wolves.
Shall we find the next crypt?
Yes, I suppose we can go back to the first stairs we found.
Yeah, you go through the crypts again, and you don't find any more signs of any vampires or wolves. It appears like whatever was here is now gone. You've killed it all, or they fled.
How close are we to daylight?
A few hours still. Didn't take long to get here. The fighting took 15 minutes, you know.
And we didn't find anything in the crypts that related to the Leon Roy or his family.
Leon Watt? No.
Or anything.
You found there's various. You see, you find a book in one of them, and on the front, there's these intricate signs, which you kind of probably make the leap to understand that it's probably what Thomas the Hermit might be looking for. So you can do with it what you will. You don't have time to give it a thorough read, but it's clearly a book on demonology of some sort.
She'll tuck it away. Let us head back to this Thomas and see what there is to see.
Very well.
What's happening? Oh, none of you are there. That's what's happening. LeBeau is, kind of just following along. This has been easy. You're lucky that I am here.
So what is this exorcism?
We're talking to LeBeau.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We haven't gone in yet.
No, you get to the home, and you see Michelle sitting outside still, and she turns. Hello there, she says in a feminine voice, a child's voice.
Is she inside the line?
She is just right next to it. Not inside yet. Or not inside.
Interesting. Has Thomas done something to help you?
Oh, we spoke. Yeah, I think he has done something to help me. I'm very content. I like it here now.
Can you step over that line, please?
Oh, sure. I could, but I would rather not.
And why is this?
Oh, Thomas asked me not to for my safety.
Look towards the hut. Do we see Thomas?
Not, he's not outside. Mm-mm.
I think the doctor would go over there pretty quickly.
Yeah, you go over and you can peek inside and you just kind of see the back of his head in his chair.
You know what? I think I'm going to let you guys handle this. The Baroness is going to stay out here with Michelle. She doesn't want to bring the book inside the line.
Fair.
I will say that she didn't, like, hide it from you guys, you two, that she has it. She just didn't discuss it. But she, as you guys go in, she says, I think I will stay out here with Michelle.
Michelle gives Michelle and Baroness kind of a squinty eye look, like he's not quite sure, but agrees to go inside and meet with Thomas.
When you go inside, oh, you've returned. Did you clear out the vampire crypt?
Yes, we did. We killed several of the Vampyre and their wolf allies. They have fled the area and it is free for you to explore.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, the blood moon will be over soon. You may stay here as you wish. Where is the woman?
She's talking to Michelle. She has a different voice. Is there something that happened while we were gone?
Oh, yes, indeed. I went to talk to her spirit. I convinced him to follow my rules.
What do you mean by rules?
Oh, just a little something to protect the humans, protect the girl, so that he did not take control of her again. Instead, I control him now. It, I should say. It is an odd spirit, but now it is mine.
So you're telling me that the spirit is no longer in this little girl?
Oh no, it is still there. I am controlling it. A spirit needs a body to stay here, typically.
And do you plan on having this girl stay with you? Or is she free to leave?
Oh, no, she must stay with the spirit, of course. But I do not wish to bring it inside the circle because it would be dangerous for the spirit and the girl. I do need another body, perhaps, to, if you wish to, well, save the girl. I could transfer the spirit from her to another. I simply need someone who is, well, not willing necessarily, but that you are willing to bring me or give if you want the girl.
The little girl, it is not yours to give.
But the spirit is, and if the spirit leaves the girl, she may be injured.
Are you saying Michelle cannot leave the forest?
The Michelle could leave the forest, but it is not Michelle anymore. It is simply her body.
Michelle gives a kind of a scowl and looks to see if there's any reaction from the doctor. I'm not sure if LeBeau came in or not.
He's just standing kind of on the porch. He doesn't even necessarily hear.
Renee is kind of deep in thought about this, and he says, "We must speak alone."
Who is he referring to?
Michelle, I assume.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, you are free to stay inside the circle until the blood moon is passed. Please do not force Michelle to come into the blood circle. I fear for her if she does.
Very well. And he kind of nods to Thomas. When the moon is over, you have the access to the crypts in the graveyard, and I wish you luck. And our business is concluded. We will appreciate your hospitality and will stay most likely until the morning.
Very well.
And with that, he kind of walks out with the doctor and goes over to the Baroness and may we have the word with you, please, in private, as he kind of looks to Michelle.
Yeah, she stays outside the circle, but she nods and kind of walks away a little bit.
Yeah, Michelle just walks off, kind of looks at some leaves and starts skipping around and stuff, acting kind of childish.
This Thomas, he made a deal with the spirit that resides in Michelle. He controls it now. I can tell you I am not okay with this.
It does not sound ideal, but perhaps we can still take her back and someone else can exorcise this creature. It seems as if someone can bring it here. Someone should be able to send it back.
I'm in agreement. Our deal with this Thomas is to clear out the vampires, and he got access to the crypts. There was no bargain about this little girl. I do not care what deal he made with this spirit. She will leave with us.
I agree. And as he says this, he's like wiping that symbol off his head.
Mm-hmm.
How should we do this? Now, what if the demon resists?
It is a little girl. What will it do?
That's a good point, unless it was lying about not having a way to defend itself.
If it
still-
tries to resist, we will let LeBeau crush her little head as we, if she proves to be more troublesome than she's worth. I wish to see this little girl freed of this abomination that resides inside her, but I will not risk our lives for it. She will come with us. If we need to bind her, so be it, but I suggest we wait inside the ward until the morning.
I am not waiting inside the world. I do not want to be under the watchful eye or the control of whatever this presence is here that is protecting this place. I will stay just outside with Michelle. And I will stay awake. I will not sleep.
Doctor, perhaps you want to sleep a little with LeBeau outside or inside, whatever your preference. I will stay with the Baroness until morning comes to ensure no harm comes to her.
He nods, nods to both of them. I will stay inside the hut.
I would not let this man put anything else on your body.
Thinks about it for a minute and nods. I will try to learn some more, if I can, from this man.
And perhaps there is more you can learn later. She just kind of eyes her knapsack.
Yeah. Good.
He nods. He heads inside.
The rest of the night passes without issue. Baroness, you think you see at times, and Michelle too, eyes in the forest, or maybe wolves, or maybe something else, but nothing comes close. Um, Renee, when you sleep, if you do sleep, even if you don't, you have like kind of these waking dreams, like of like somebody there with you whispering to you, but you can't quite understand what it's saying. And it finally goes away before the morning comes, but you feel awkward from it. Outside, Michelle has been mostly quiet. She just sits there, kind of looking at the Baroness, smiling, wanting to play games. They play some like common games for children in this kingdom, or tries to engage you in them all through the night if you're not sleeping. And when the morning comes, you can Thomas walks out and he's like, "Oh, it is a good day, huh? The blood moon has passed, and you have all survived thanks to me and thanks to your bravery. Now you have brought me a friend, and I appreciate it. My other friend is not so talkative." LeBeau just says, "We should leave. Get out of here. Get back to the estate. Even though it is not a blood moon, vampires can still come after us."
Yes.
Quick question: What's closer, the estate, the place we were going to?
You're pretty much right in the middle of those two places, yeah.
What about other places like my monastery, the Baroness?
That's all too far. Well, further, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, monastery's really far. But there is a village, right? Kind of on the way to that, about the same distance as the villa, so you could go to wherever that was.
The Baroness says to Thomas, if you wanted to, could you get rid of the demon inside of her and she would survive?
If she would survive, that is the question. Do not know. She is young, and he is powerful, if he wants to stay. I do not think he does, but it is not up to him. But it's a touch and go if she would be okay. I certainly could release him. But what happens to her, I do not know.
Why does she have to stay here with you?
It is for everyone else's protection.
This demon has not hurt anyone so far.
Do you know that? I would say not. Not here, he has not.
Over the course of the night talking, what was like the Baroness's and the doctor's general consensus on taking the girl?
I'll be sleeping,
Could the doctor read Thomas again through the night, maybe learn anything more about him, or try to? If this guy has any,
he definitely. I think it's pretty clear he wants the spirit close to him. Now, why that is, it's hard to say. But he's been mostly sleeping, and he's not been real talkative until the morning. But let's take 5 minutes. We're almost done until Slip gets back, because.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hmm. He wants to keep the girl here.
Yeah, I'm about to.
He
rain
doesn't
on his
necessarily
parade.
want to keep the girl, but he definitely wants to keep the spirit, and the spirit needs to be tied to a person. So that's
That's
what he said.
basically, yeah, that's basically the gist of what I'm getting in.
Mm,
Someone named Michelle is bound to his code.
I gotta look at those Falter rules.
I am obligated to my order to see spirits return to where they have come, even though I am mostly concerned with vampires, and this little girl does not deserve to have it in, and I trust my order much more than this hermit. I am sorry to disappoint him, but the girl will be coming with us.
I will not argue about this. Perhaps they...
Just wait until she's back. Just wait until she's back.
Oh, did she leave again?
I don't think she ever came back.
Yeah, you muted her, I think.
Yeah, I did.
She's saying she's back.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Oh, I didn't get what was going
Oh,
on.
sorry,
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I was just looking at Discord. I wasn't looking at the screen. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
maybe we can bring someone back here. Like, I'm sorry, hold on. Lord Leon. And they can trade. And then the girl will not have a spirit inside of her, and we can kill Leon and the spirit both.
I like this plan. And if we take the girl back to the Order, perhaps I can help her with her mind.
Do not like this plan, but it seems I have little choice right now.
LeBeau says, we should just kill her. It is dangerous dealing with these spirits. I do not have much experience, but they are not of our world.
Lebeau, let us talk on the way back, and I will put your mind at rest.
How can you do such? I do not trust you, foreigner. Even worse, you sound like us, but you follow a foreign religion.
I have trusted you over the course of this night, despite how it started in the carriage. Perhaps you can return some of that trust to me as we go. I will explain it to you, and I think you will find it most satisfactory. If not, I will agree to your terms.
You could trade places with this demon.
You could as well, Baroness.
Oh yes, but I do not wish to.
How about this? I will leave now and go about my own way and leave you to deal with it. And when I speak to others, I will tell them that you are dabbling in demonology.
This is a lie. I am not dabbling with anything. And if you defame me in such a way, I will have you strung up and killed.
I doubt that. I am
My
much...
reputation is a bit above yours, peasant.
Your station is above mine. Your reputation is hardly anywhere near mine, girl.
Well, which one really matters, LeBeau?
Well, if I am in your county, then I suppose it is you. Otherwise, you are just a harlot who inherited her father's estate.
Thomas, can you put the demon in this man? Because I do not like him much.
Well, I could.
What if I gave you a book in exchange?
Ah, what sort of book? I
The
have
sort of book
plenty of
you would
books.
like.
Well, let me see this book. Huh?
And she kind of pats her knapsack. You can see the outline of it.
LeBeau is... no, no, no. I think I will be gone. Thank you.
And she pulls it out. She says, now, Thomas.
But I need to see it. I need to read it. And LeBeau is like kind of jogging away. You guys could try to stop him.
Michel has his own plan. He's not going to get involved in it.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody's gonna try to stop him. There is somebody with a net gun who could possibly, if they wanted to.
No, the doctor's kind of like surprised. He was about to trying to break them up. I think maybe his hands up, like. But once he called her a whore, that kind of
It's almost a
He put
compliment
his-
here.
he put his hands down, and he kind of watches as LeBeau runs off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Baroness raises her crossbow and she kind of points it at his retreating form. Her finger on the trigger. Her head cocked to one side, aiming down the sight, and she follows him with it. And then she lowers it and says, it will be much more pleasurable to do this face to face someday. And she looks over at Thomas. I am very disappointed in you, Thomas. And she
You
starts
did
to
not
walk away.
give me my book. He kind of runs after you. Give it to me now.
She just keeps walking.
That is the book. That is why I sent you there. Give it to me.
She
Give it to me.
doesn't even turn around. She just lifts her middle finger in the air as she's walking away.
The doctor says, "Come on, girl. We must leave."
I can't leave. My master says I must remain here.
Are you bound to this place now?
I don't know. I'm supposed to stay here. That is what my master says. So that is what I must do.
Do you want to return to your home?
Oh, of course not. I like it here.
Very well. And Michel himself, adieu, mesdames, and he walks away with the Baroness with his own idea of what's going to be done later.
And the doctor thinks for a moment, stands there, and then he says, "Farewell, little girl. I will see you soon, I think."
Thomas actually says, "Oh, it's okay, girl. You can go with him. Yes, go with him. Yes, it's all right."
No, I think you can stay now. Goodbye.
Oh, I need to. Well, I'm coming. And she goes over to Michel and Dubois.
Very well, girl. You will come with me. We will see you well taken care of.
Good. Yes. She smiles. She looks at Dubois and you kind of look at her and she looks at you and something weird. You get this whisper in your head again, like this whispering. You don't really understand what it's saying. And she says, "Oh yes, okay." And she kind of grabs onto your sleeve and walks next to you.
I think at that, he just smiles at the girl, and then he looks kind of the evil eye back to Thomas as they're walking away. A knowing glance, I think.
The Baroness, as they're walking away, keeps looking back at Michelle with like dirty looks. And eventually she'll kind of back up and try to talk to Michelle if Michelle, not Michelle,
Right.
if Michelle is walking by Renee.
You could separate her pretty easy, I think.
Keep in mind that something had bespelled our friend there when he was attacking Selena.
That is
And it
very...
was not these Greylings. It was either Selena or Michelle.
I feel like this Michelle might be more powerful than she lets on. It is a good thing. I plan on taking her directly to my order.
She looks back at Dr. Dubois, kind of with a little line of concern between her brows. I think we should keep watch on each other for any strange behavior.
That is an agreement that is most beneficial to both of us. I will watch your back if you watch mine, and we will see that nothing comes of this, and the order will be told of where this area is, where this little hut of Thomas's is, and I will be sure that they come back and burn it to the ground and string him up for his witchcraft. What do you plan to do with this book?
She looks at it. I know that the doctor was curious, but I find it most distasteful. At the moment, I plan to use it as collateral in case Michelle does not behave herself. Says, do we have another lamp? I am sure this book will burn if I need it to.
Oh, I'm sure that we will do that, but, and he kind of puts a hand on his shoulder, her shoulder, like very serious for a moment. He's like, just remember, evil never creates, it only corrupts.
And with that
She-
strange wailing, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, she just looks at him with kind of a baffled expression.
All right. Any final role play there? We can end it.
I think Amelie just kind of ends walking alongside Michelle, looking back at Renee, and Michelle with growing concern, fingering her crossbow nervously at her hip.
I think Renee is walking with the girl for a while. They're probably in the background making small conversation, and then last thing Renee says is, so, Baroness, may I look at that book?
No, she says, not until we are back at my estate.
And he
For
looks,
your own good, Doctor. And she kind of glares at Michelle.
and, he catches the meaning of it, and he nods with a little smile on his face.
Michelle kind of slowly trails back as he's the last member of the group, bringing up the rear, and while those two talk, he keeps an eye on Michelle, and the last thing he kind of mumbles is he kind of brings a hand up and brushes each cheek. He goes like, huh, little kiss cheek, little blonde kisses my ass. Continues to mumble it to himself.
And as you walk, Michelle skips along, and then kind of everybody gets in front of her, and she looks up and just a little bit behind everybody, and you just hear this. Well, you don't hear it, but the audience hears. I'm sent off again. I hate this. I want to go home. And that's where we'll end it. Maybe we'll see what happens one day.